Watch them drop, I've got the cops on me now. Quick, quick, hurry, hurry. Diamonds in the bag, I better get to stunting now. Quick, quick, hurry, hurry. Watch them drop, I've got the cops on me now. Quick, quick, hurry, hurry. Diamonds in the bag, I better get to stunting now.
Hey, T-Square.
Yo, what's the word? What's the word, man? It's your boy, Luv City Dre, man. We here today with the homie Pop on his set of What's Poppin' podcast with Ogiepop. What's going on with you, Pop?
Man, it's all love, bro. You know, we doing it for the culture, bro. Doing it for the city.
For sure, for sure. So
What's
usually you in this chair, bro.
Yes.
We gonna flip the script today. You about to get interviewed. Since you like asking questions all the damn time, I'll flip the script on you, ask you some questions. See what's going on with you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
You dig? Okay, so I mean, the main focus of us just getting together is to talk about the independent film that just got shot here in Chicago, which you're one of the lead stars in, Win for Losing. Directed by Bo G and the homie Will Gates. So I know it's a big moment for the city as far as like film goes. You know, we're starting to put our footprint into the movie industry, and you know, with homies like Bo and Will Gates leading the way, and then the rest of the city getting behind it, supporting it with either through the talent of acting, music, promotion, sharing, whatever, just creating awareness that we're here now. We're creating film, and you being a big part of that. We're gonna talk about that, but before we get into that, for people that might not be familiar about your story, how you ended up in front of the camera, we're gonna rewind back a little bit to your younger days.
Okay.
So where you from, bro, in the city?
Originally, in the city, I'm from Humboldt Park all my life. I've been, since I was a kid. My mom had me physically in Brooklyn, New York. I was about 2.5 years old, and we moved to Tallman and North Avenue from Brooklyn, and I've been here since.
Okay. So, I mean, growing up in the city, as it's become well known, there's challenges growing up here, especially in the neighborhoods we come from, right? So you run around the streets, you ended up, getting in a jam, and ended up having to do in a couple of decades of your life in prison.
Yeah.
So, how did you get through that, bro? How did you do all that time and still come home and still be like right in the head and actually start like, what was that like coming home after 2 decades?
Well, number one, I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying, to make it through that part of my life, whether I was working at Walmart when I came home, whether I was, doing anything that was a regular 9 to 5, just to be able to function.
Yeah.
After all of that, I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying? To come home after 2 decades, and number one, my mindset was positive when I came home, because we all that have done some time want to have some type of plan to not be that idiot that just comes back on the damn news talking about you're back, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't fully have the plan that I did have, plan A. Another 1,000 plan A's came.
Yeah.
But the main goal was to stay positive and be a positive product of my neighborhood.
For sure.
To rap out that no matter my age, my obstacles, and staying sane all them years, with the gift of poetry, with the knowledge of older brothers, you know what I'm saying? And just the pain that came from the chains of being locked up. It was a challenge, it was a hard ride, but, being positive, staying focused, and I am going home.
Yeah,
staying focused, I got loved ones, I got mom, I have family. And I think that even, put my motor overdrive when I came home too, like, not only am I home, but I'm gonna show y'all what I can fucking do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's, yeah. And as you know, we talked before, you know, I did some time as well, and I could definitely relate with your, like, you got a plan, right? Supposedly you think you're gonna come out. I was supposed to be a truck driver, bro. Like, I'm gonna come home, grab
But it didn't
give
go
me a
that way.
CDL, and for whatever the case, it didn't work out that way. But you know, I'm glad it didn't, because I love what I'm doing now better than what I had planned to do. So I could definitely relate to that. Definitely relate to just trying to get back to normal. You know, working a job. I remember I quit a job because I had too much anxiety. I had to deal with people, and I wasn't used to just walking up to strange people and talking to them. But that was part of the job, so I had to like, man, I'm gonna quit. I'm just gonna work in a factory when I'm just tucked in the corner all day. You know, like, so I could definitely relate to that, man. So once you home, you back living life. You started showing people what you can do, right, through poetry. What was that experience like, and how did that come about to where like people started taking notice that you're a raw ass poet?
First of all, you know, I had to, poetry saved my life. You know, a lot of nights locked up, writing stuff and pretty much digging deep. So that got me through the time, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I even got a brother, he's a poet. And instead of us writing letters to each other, it'd be like I write him a letter, but everything rhymed. And he'd write it the same way back. Some of them were just pieces, but it was a form of communication with me and my younger brother. You know, so when I came home, one of my big moments that I knew I was talented to perform it and spit it was we had African American Month where we would have poetry slams in the penitentiary. And I won like first place for like 10 years, you know? So when I came home, I thought, well, I got pumped up too, like people that actually knew me from before I went in, that knew me while I was in. You know, my childhood is kind of pretty dope. You know, I grew up on the west side. You know, not only Humboldt Park, but Humboldt Park is the west side.
For sure.
You know, I went to grammar school with Bilo Would Do or Die, Kilo, Crucial Conflict. So, you know, evolving through hip hop, poetry was another form of just me expressing myself and it still being dope to do it.
Right.
So I started performing at first, got a little recognition. I got opportunities while winning awards and achievements, not only from the city for doing positive things, mentoring and helping the community, doing food giveaways and stuff, open mics for the kids, violence interruption, you know, where you know what that's like, a different kind of advocate and work. But it all led me to, you know, breaking the culture shock, learning technology, learning to network positively, and, you know, a lot of doors opened. I remember being the head of the street team for Def Jam for like 2-3 years, and, you know, getting to sit down with Dirk and Jeremiah and, you know, Jadakiss, to then evolving into sitting with some of the dopest, biggest artists in the game, to showing me, hey, look, Pop, you should try some music, and giving me real artist development until, you know, I hit World Star Hip Hop. When World Star Hip Hop is World Star Hip Hop, and the college kids, and to evolving to doing podcasting, you know, to opening another door, acting, you know, and it's just been a great ride, great experience, you know. The industry has also had its challenges, you know.
Yeah, so what about, I know you had a relationship with the late great DMX. How did that come about, and what was that relationship like?
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you as fast as I can, because I can go.
I know that's a whole nother.
Yeah, well, X, number one, God rest X. So I got the pleasure, honor to work with DMX, not once, but I went and got on his 20-year anniversary of his It's Dark and Hell is Hot tour, and I traveled with him, and I got to do multiple shows. But the man was not only a a dope creative and a legend and all that, but he was like a prophet. You know, he was more than a poet. And his poetry was, he could be drinking a bottle of Hennessy and getting ready to, you know, perform, but a word would come to him. And everybody in that room was gonna hear that message. You know what I'm saying? I got the opportunity, this is a great question, because now it's been enough time to give you a great answer. 5 years ago, I had an idea of doing the Big Pun reunion. Nobody was doing it. Nobody was, out of the Latinos in Chicago, New York, nowhere was doing a Big Pun celebration. So I said, how's the proper way to show love for us Chicago people to show that hip hop love to Pun? So I invited his wife, I invited his son, I invited his daughter, I got DJ Tony Touch, I got Cuban Link, I invited all of them to Chicago, okay? We did a dope show, the celebration of life of Big Pun. I invited others. They didn't take the invitation. You know, Nori, I invited him, no answer. The other guy, you know, I didn't even invite him because I knew it was going to be a conflict of interest for a lot of people, and I didn't want to make Pun's wife uncomfortable at the time while she was going through, you know, civil litigation to get the royalties back of Big Pun. Long story short, man, Cuban Link was the glue to me meeting. I met a road manager that was also Big Pun's road manager by the name of Gilly Delgado, Gilly X. He's from the Bronx. Him and Cuban are like that as well. You know, he was Pun's manager. He was also DMX's manager, okay? So I met DMX through Gilly on a show that I was already performing at, but we had a little tug of war on stage and we became the best of friends. You know what I'm saying, to tell you the truth. So that was my connection to X, working and just being in X's presence and having him call me or you know, sharing a motivational word, and him even loving my poetry was, you know, surreal. You know?
No, that's dope, man. You definitely got the privilege to be around the legend that got the game. We'll probably never see again, but that type of person, the energy he used to be bringing to the stage. I would have had love to meet him. I would have had love to meet Big Pun, especially as a Latino, to meet another Latino that, you know, put his stamp on the game, you know.
The first Latino to go platinum.
Right, you know, so we ain't got enough of those. We need some more of those, but we gotta, so that's dope, man. That's dope what you did, showing love to Big Pun. But now let's get a little bit more into these movies, man. How did all of that translate into you getting in front of the screen as an actor?
As an actor. So everybody thinks, or let me rephrase it, a lot of people think that doing a music video or doing a podcast, that it's all the same thing. It's not all the same thing, you know? So I do want to say I felt a little natural in front of the camera already. I got an opportunity a few years ago to get a lead role in a movie. I got to just talk nothing but Spanish. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of lines, you know, and it was dope. But it did make me want to explore, you know, doing some English shit that fit my kind of character and role, you know? Boji is the creator of Win for Losing. I was in previous project with him in a year ago called Cap and Gown, with yourself as well. You know, you were on the production. And he gave me a little part, you know what I'm saying? And I guess Bo really believed that I could do a star role, you know what I'm saying? Sure. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bo's here, Bo tell. I didn't have nothing to do with writing Win for Losing. But I had a conversation while we were still filming Cap and Gown about something about a heist idea, and I gave him some, and I looked up 6 months later, he hit me in my email one day, hey Pop, you ready? I'm like, yeah bro, what you talking about? Script is done. we're gonna be doing filming, we're gonna be doing casting and woo. And I looked up, I was out of town working, I've been on the road, and man, they were having meetings. They were, starting to shoot. And I still didn't get it. I thought I was gonna get a little role, like cap and gown. I looked up, I started coming out here weekends and weekends and weekends and weekends. And it was an honor for him to believe whatever he saw in me that I could bring this character to life. Because this ain't one scene. I actually got, a lot of experience and a lot of confidence. And there's gonna be a lot of shine for Pop and a lot of glow for Pop. And I just wanna give a big up to him, Will Gates, and the people, Cole Hart from Crucial Conflict, who's always getting me in the mix of some stuff that made everything seem so natural to me, But I love acting, and I love repping out for our people and showing them we can do whatever, and we're very versatile, when it comes to this arts and crafts stuff.
No, and so I filmed probably about 90% of that Cap and Gown movie. So me and Bo got to know each other real well, and we've been tight ever since. And he did mention to me, man, Pop gave me the idea for this heist movie. And I got the perfect role.
No, but it wasn't nothing of what he wrote. That's the truth of it. I gave him a whole, only thing you could, that
But
made
the heist idea.
Yeah, the idea.
The heist
but
idea.
he ran and did his, it came out nothing of what.
And then he's like, and I got this role that's perfect for him. And he told me this like a year ago. So I already seen it coming down the pipe. Probably you didn't even see it, but
I had no idea.
And
when I tell y'all that I acted my ass off, I have a lot of action and power plays that I do in the movie. I don't want to spoil nothing, but I'm one of the stars in the movie, and you just don't get that like that, and I'm gonna be honest, I kind of cheated a little bit, but only because Bo knew I could cheat, and I didn't know, once he told me I had 100 pages to read, I was doing 100 hours a week for my security gig, I'm a supervisor for a security company. So I was like, Bo, you can get me on the weekends. But really not having, I would literally show up, and everybody can't do this, you know what I'm saying? He believed in me, you can talk to Bo about a lot of us that came and how he feels. But I would literally show up to set, look at him, and kind of read the part of the day, would be like, Bo, what you need me to do? No, Bo, what you need from me? And I'll let him, since he wrote it, act out the part real quick, and it was over. We were gone. I knew the energy he needed. I tried never to break character, to always be the same character. Just, I never try to break character. So
no, that's what's up.
I think we did a great. I think you guys will be very happy.
Yeah, I definitely wish I could have been more involved. The invitation was there. Same thing. It's just at the time, as we talk, I was, building my nonprofit, and that was like.
Shout out to Luv City and everything that they're doing. You guys are making moves, and for not only for the culture but for the youth.
Yeah, and so, just getting everything in position for that, bro, was just that needed like 100% of my time, and I didn't want to give Bo my undivided attention because I knew the project was dope. I'd be doing it a disservice if I could just
you did come a lot of back scenes though, I will tell you that. Yeah. So it's like you were there anyway.
Yeah, I was popping in and out, so when I had time, I definitely come. Bo hit me up, hey, we shooting on Sunday, you free? I'm like, bet, I'm there, But yeah, I can't wait to see it. I wish, there's one role with you in that I can't wait to see that. It's dope. I think it's gonna be a memorable part of the movie.
I think we wrapped out for the city, and I think you guys are gonna be very happy.
Yeah. So, all right, man. So you doing the whole acting thing. It looks like you found a new lane for yourself as an actor as well, which is dope. And yeah, man, just want to congratulate you, bro, for just going through everything that you've been through in your life, and you still here, bro. You still kicking. You doing better than others right now, and You're definitely a voice for the city, a voice for the Latino community. So, you know, just want to give you your flowers, bro.
Thank you.
Doing your thing. And so we're going to play a game that you play usually on your podcast that you do to other guests as we go flipping the whole script. So I'm going to name 3 names and then just, you know, what comes to your mind. So, you know, we just got done here with election season. And if you're not from the city, man, like, election season is crazy in the city. Chicago politics is like a different form of gang banging, the way I see it, the way people be protecting the polls, tearing each other's signs up.
I should have told him the rules of What's Poppin' podcast first. No politics, no religions. But I'm going to go with you. Come on,
Right.
I'm going to go with you.
Well, it ain't really like,
Don't break the rules
you ain't
today.
got to, you know, get too much, but one name, first name, Lori Lightfoot.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Look. So, I'm going to just, okay, so, yeah, I got to watch what I say around this motherfucker. So, now, I mean, no, you watch what you say when you get at that level in life where you really try to respect everybody. And that's where I'm at in life. So, number one, as a Chicagoan, I think she did a very poor job as a mayor. You know what I'm saying? I try to support her because she was a minority and thought that she would have a better heart for us and there would be more opportunities, not only for the youngsters, but also for the seniors and the middle class. And she might have, you know, used social media like that and talk that tough stuff, but, and even back, you know, even the wrong people as they were going out. I think she made her own bed.
Yeah.
Now she got laid. That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know if she knew what she was getting herself into, bro. And then having a pandemic didn't help, so, you know,
Well, that was
man,
the
good
cutest
luck.
shit I ever did in my life, man. We love you, Auntie.
We love
Sit
you,
back,
bro.
fall back, though.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Go relax, go enjoy
Right,
your
you
little
got your little
vacation.
check.
and get
Check
back.
out now. Go enjoy that with your girl and shit.
All
at
right,
the
all right.
golf course right now. It's
You know, it was just a draft the other day, and you know, are you a Bears fan first of all?
yeah, but I ain't been keeping up too much on the drafts and none of them the last couple of years. But
Well, you know they
I
got
thought you
it.
was gonna bring up Aaron Rodgers to the Jets.
I mean, we can.
I mean, since we're on it, what do you
I mean,
think?
we can.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's crazy.
Let's do a 2-for-1 though.
Okay.
Because we from the city.
I hope you don't name somebody I don't know that's a new Bear.
No, so we got a new, exciting, electrifying young quarterback, right? At the Bears, this whole draft was with him in mind. So Justin Fields almost broke the rushing record for quarterbacks last year.
And he was with us last year, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. What I think about him? No, I wanted to make sure it was in no new dude. I didn't even watch season this year too much, but or last year I did. I caught him a couple times.
You know, the Bears they ain't never had a real good quarterback, especially not a young athletic
I
quarterback
think
like him.
I wanted to say they did, and they dropped the ball a couple times. We had that dude, and we had the opportunity to get a couple, especially when we had great defense.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that cat? His last name was Haney. I can't remember his first name. Haney?
Oh, yeah.
Haney was dope, bro. He sat on the bench for 3 years, bro.
Yeah.
They never used him. Our quarter back got messed up, they used another dude. Boy, as soon as he got, I think with the Redskins, as a first string quarterback, man, he was shitting on everybody. You know, we just had him on it, we never even used him.
Yeah.
And we paid a lot of money, for, you know, just to get him as a third string.
What about Aaron Rodgers, man? Going to the Jets. How you feel about that?
Yeah, no. Well, that was. I think even if you weren't a Packers fan, that shook up a lot of the league.
Yeah.
He went to the East Coast. I think number one, Aaron Rodgers a motherfucker. He's a dog. You know what I'm saying?
I hate him.
Because why? Because he's a
He's a
dog.
dog, yeah.
Because he's a dog. Aaron Rodgers. No controversy. Whatnot. We ain't talking about Nick Diaz or nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, Aaron Rodgers is a motherfucking dog. I think he's still got, you know, GOAT in him. And the Jets are they're gonna be a force to reckon with in that division. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Last one, man. Ryan Garcia.
You broke my heart. You little. It broke my motherfucking heart. You hear me?
What you think of the
Man,
fight?
you know what, bro? If I wanted to know better, I would have said it was rigged. The fucking punch. I'm not taking nothing from Gervonta Davis. I was watching that second round. I was like, nigga, put your hands. I knew he was gonna catch him. Right down the side, I was like, oh yeah, he got caught. But the one to the liver, it looks like a little side, it don't even look like it connected. That soft ass boy was talking all that tough shit, and he couldn't back it up.
Right. I know how that liver shot looked, but like,
You can
somebody
talk
said
about the
like,
hydration clause and all that.
No, I
you
think-
signed up for it.
I think like the liver shot didn't look like a knockout be looking, right? But like somebody said, like
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I ain't take
Well,
the shot.
I was a Ryan Garcia fan. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Tank spoke the truth. He's not a fully skilled fighter yet. His Tank took his only defense away, which was his left little punk ass hook, and he shut that boy down. Simple as that.
And that's definitely
Tank made it. If you were not, if you were a Tank fan, but if you were Latino, you wanted the Latino to win, and you know how you have faith in the Latino boy, Tank made you a believer. Right. Tank showed me he's all the way around the board.
I'm a Tank Davis fan, but I was pulling for Garcia, you know.
I was the same way. I didn't.
I ain't hate no Tank, but I think Tank definitely exposed that he ain't ready yet. And I think the only reason
Ryan hyped me up.
The only reason Ryan Garcia even got that fight, bro, is because his social media presence. You know, he's a big influencer. He got like, I don't know how many millions of followers on
Y'all
social
sold
media.
us that fight. Y'all made us believe he was faster than lightning, and he was gonna get dude Davis wanted.
It was good entertainment. It was
but
good
that's my
entertainment.
thoughts on Ryan Garcia, bro.
Yeah.
He was cat.
He'll be all right though. Both of them are gonna be just fine. I mean,
He got a big paycheck.
Yeah.
You know.
And he got a bunch of other shit going. He's doing better than I am, so I ain't worried about him. He'll be all right.
That was the fan talking. You know, that was Pop the fan. I was your fan. It's over with.
Yeah, so all right, bro, man. Yeah, it's been a pleasure sitting down talking with you, bro. Can't wait to see the movie Win for
Losing, dropping soon, baby.
Yup, Chicago's very own Bo G, Will Gates.
Luv City Media in the building, you hear me?
Ogiepop.